Hey guys, thank you so much for the 100 subscribers. Keep supporting like this and I'll bring a lot of videos for you guys. So let's move to the video. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I brought you some of my battles using Shadow Ampharos. It's amazing Pokemon for Ultra League, Shadow variant especially, and I've paired it with Shadow Charizard and Cresselia in the lead. And yeah, Shadow Ampharos will make a lot of booms in this video. I guess you'll have fun. So without no further ado, let's move on to our first battle. We land into a Walrein lead, and yeah, this is a fine lead for us, but both of our Pokemon in the back can also beat. And they try to catch a Grass Knot into their own Cresselia. And here I try to know if whether they have Future Sight or not, and bring in my Charizard then. Yeah, so they have Moonblast. I guess swapping out right away was a good call as well, but yeah, I decided to do that. And this is just another Moonblast. We do not need to shield it, and I load a ton of energy and then throw Blast Burn. I think 3 wing attacks extra I throw there, and then a Blast Burn. This will put Cresselia quite low, and I think I farm to almost 100 energy and then go for the Dragon Claw. Yeah, so from a Shadow Charizard, this might be just enough. Yeah, it was just enough, and we do not get to our Blast Burn, but we get to our Dragon Claw with 0 HP, and that's Walrein. They come back in with their Walrein. So here I'm thinking, let's take a move. Yeah, so this is a very good thinking, I guess, in my opinion. Take the move, because even an Icicle Spare against Shadow Ampharos would make almost 40% of the damage. So yeah, so they had an Earthquake and they had a lot of energy, as you can see. So yeah, I tanked the move. Cresselia is so good in tanking moves, and they had a Charizard, oh sorry, Talonflame in the bag, and it's over. The game is over. I just need to shield whatever they throw. Yeah, and a few more, 3 or 4 more Volt Switch will do the thing for me, and they are gone. Yeah, so GG's to my opponent, and yep, that's a win. Let's go. And another game we land into a Registeel lead. I forgot to record the battle from the very beginning, so yeah, it was a Registeel lead. And yeah, here again I do the same thing. I take the charge move first, I mean Zap Cannon first, and then swap. This way I can reach to my Blast Burn before they reach their Zap Cannon, as you can see. Yeah, so this was a CMP. If we had swapped right away, then they would have reached to Zap Cannon before I reached my Blast Burn. So this is an Armored Mewtwo. Yeah, they have Confusion, Side Strike, and Dynamic Punch, I believe, is the moveset. And let's see. Yeah, I shielded, so they come in with Mewtwo. This was their best answer against my Charizard, so I'm definitely keeping my Charizard alive here. Definitely doing that. This Dragon Claw will be enough if they don't shield it. Yeah, they do not shield it, and they come in with their Cresselia. This Blast Burn is going to do a lot of damage against Cresselia. And let's see. So they decide to shield it. I do few wing attacks just in case if I have to use it. Yeah, I'm still not in a good spot here. I'm in a very tight spot, because another move from Cresselia would take me out. So I do one more Volt Switch, and I throw out the Brutal Swing. One more Brutal Swing will do it for Ampharos. It will take out the Cresselia, I believe. Yes, it takes the Cresselia out, and they decide to quit the game because they had to gain a lot of energy to take out my Ampharos and then get a Zap Cannon against Charizard, because a Registeel cannot farm with lock-ons. So in this next game we land into a Tapu Fini lead, and they catch, beautiful catch into their own Cresselia. Now I go with my Charizard, and I don't know whether they have Future Sight or Moonblast. So yeah, this was, I throw in their timing of I believe seven psycho cuts. And let's see if this is yeah, that's a moon blast. A lot less people use future sight. So oh, I hard farm it down. Oh my gosh, I think I don't shield this one. Yeah, I don't shield. I survive it, and I have a blast run ready for whatever comes in. So that's a blast. Oh, I think I had a lag in there. Yeah, that is why I hate these things in this game, guys. I had a blast burn ready, and they got 2 or 3 turn water gun, and I couldn't hit my blast burn. That's so unlucky for me, guys. So I think that will do this for my opponent, because I had a blast burn ready, and they don't swap. Let's see what happens. I might win this one. Still don't know what. Yeah, they have a Cabalion in the back, and this is a Zap Cannon. If they don't shield it, this will one-shot them. And boom! that's a Zap Cannon, and this is a win for me. So even though I couldn't throw my Blast Burn, I managed to win this game because of that Zap Cannon. You guys saw there, it was a fun. And it's a Glysaur lead. Glysaurs are a bit tricky, especially when they get that Night Slash boost. It's so annoying, so irritating. So they get to their first Night Slash. They throw it in a very good timing. And I messed it up. But no worries. Now they are 1 away, I guess, from their second Night Slash. Yes, 1 away. And they get to their Night Slash number 2. And let's see. So I'm deciding to take shield from them. Let's see if they shield or not. They don't shield it. So if there's a Glysaur, there might be something weak against fighting in the back. I go straight with my Charizard and just shield 1 Night Slash and then hard farm this thing down. Yeah, and it's a Lapras. So I throw in 5 Ice Shards here. Yeah, I guess 5 was the correct timing there. They are into their surf, yes. I threw in 5 Ice Shards. Now they only need 4 for next surf. So yeah, I decided to let it go. And I come in with Cresselia. Again, the same strategy. Take the damage. Soak into Cresselia. Yeah. And they have to go for the surf, or else I'll take them out with the grass knot. And this way I can farm this Lapras completely down with my Ampharos, unless they try to. And they're not swapping. I guess they're switch locked. No, they shouldn't be locked. Yeah, they switch locked. And it's a Kingdra, and they still have a shield. Now see what happens. Yeah, now remember it. So they were in a very good spot there. And this one-shot the Kingdra, and the game is over. And Lapras has so little health, and just 1 Volt Switch would have done against that Gliscor. And Ampharos booming and getting me another win. So this is a Kingdra lead now. I can straight go for my Moonblast, and they catch this Moonblast into their Nidoqueen, which is very unfortunate for me. This is resisted. And yeah, I now try to go for Grass Knot and take 1 Poison Fang. Yeah, take a move. If you're a Cresselia, just take a move, because you're very, very tanky. Unbelievable bulk Cresselia has. And I come in with my Charizard. Go straight for the Dragon Claw. I don't want that Poison Fang defense debuff shit, because it's so irritating, and they get to his anyways, shielding, but I take their shield, so it was good for me. This Nidoqueen is now very low. I don't shield this first one, and they bring in their Kingdra to take this Dragon Claw. They eat this Dragon Claw. This does a lot of damage for Kingdra against Kingdra. I cannot get to my next Dragon Claw, obviously. They are Shadow as well, and I'm Shadow. So I'm taking 40 more damage. I soak again. See? I soak again. take the damage into Cresselia so that Ampharos can sweep. And they decide to shield it for some reason, and I decide to stay in here for some reason. Now, here's the game. I have 2 shields still left, and I have a very healthy Ampharos in the back. And they try to debuff me, which is a fine play by them, which is a fine play by my opponent. This is a Poison Fang. I shield it anyways. Let's see. Let's see what they got. And they've got a Talonflame in the back. This will one-shot. So that's the whole strategy. Soak the damage into your Cresselia. And you've got an attacker there, Charizard, and a finisher, which is one of the best finisher Ampharos currently in the Ultra League meta, I believe. At least that is what I believe. And this is another Walrein here. So yeah, the same thing. This is Shadow variant. Both of my backline can finish this thing. And they might try to catch the Grass Knot, but yeah, they come in with their Cresselia. Their Cresselia for two Psycho Cuts already. And I should come in here with Charizard, but I decide to stay and know the move, and they throw in this timing, so I know this is not Future Sight variant Cresselia, so I can go to my Charizard and take the damage and hit one Blast Burn. The same gameplay, you know, guys. Yeah. This is a Moonblast, we can tank it very well. I go to my Blast Burn. This will put them low, and I can just... I actually cannot wing attack this thing now. Cresselia is very, very bulky, guys. Oh my god. This is another Moonblast, and I survive it, and they come in with their Swampert. So their line was Walrein lead and Swampert and Cresselia in the back. Swampert takes this Hydro Cannon, and I cannot reach my Dragon Claw. This is a Grass Knot ready. If you guys remember, I had a lot of energy in my Cresselia. This is Grass Knot number 1, and they do not count my moves. They had not count my moves. I go for my second Grass Knot. They have to shield again, and again it's the same gameplay, guys. I have 2 shields and a very healthy Ampharos, and I can finish this game pretty well, even if it's a ground type that resists electricity like Swampert. I can just go. Yeah, they try to catch a Brutal Swing into their Cresselia, and now they bring in their Swampert. Ampharos takes both of them out. So it's only a Walrein in the back, which they can do nothing. I just shield it anyways. Yeah. Yeah, I shield it anyways. I just need 2, and this is a Zap Cannon. This will obviously overkill. This is more than enough from a Shadow Ampharos against a Shadow Walrein. That overkilled the Walrein. This is another victory. Actually, we lose some of the battles here. And this Pokemon is tough to beat in Ultra League currently. Both in Ultra League and Great League, it's very tough. Especially Shadow variant. Although Sandslash, what season, what an amazing season this guy is having. Oh, Sandslash. In the Great League, in the Remix Cup, in the Ultra League. And yeah, I just try to soak the damage. Same strategy, I go with my Charizard. These days, Wing Attack is the more favorable fast move, rather Fire Spin. If it was Fire Spin, then it would be amazing. They come in with their Shadow Poliwrath. Was it Shadow? Yes, it is Shadow, and this does a lot of damage. So again, it's the same thing. Take the damage into your Cresselia. Yeah, take this damage into your Cresselia, and most likely I try to grab the shield from them. I go right into my Grass Knot. They'll have to shield their Poliwrath if they need it. They decide to let it go. And I come in here with my Ampharos. You need to shield the Drill Run. Yeah, Shielded Drillrun, and NK Gaming's notification hits me, and this is a bad luck for me, and I lose this game obviously because it's a Shadow Machamp, yeah. And these counters will do a lot of damage, and there's really nothing I can do. Seeing Machamp, yeah, I saw the writing on the wall. This is Brutal Swing number 2 from me. They can shield it. So I think I wasted my energy into their Poliwrath. Yeah, I couldn't read they had Machamp. So this is a Galarian Stunfisk. So I just count their move, and I try to time in their Earthquake, but they decide to go for straight Rock Slide. Yeah, which is fine by me. And this is a Rock Slide number 2. Now they will just need, if they try to go just Rock Slide, they just need 5-4, 5-4. That's the Rock Slide standard count. This is Grass Knot number 1 from me, and I again try to time. This way I can beat this guy with energy out. Yeah, with energy out if they don't decide to shield, and if they don't decide to go for an Earthquake. As you can see, they're just going straight for the Rock Slides, because I can tank a lot of Rock Slides here, and they can tank a lot of Grass Knots as well. So I just try to win the switch here. I was just hoping they don't have Swampert in the back. Yeah, I was hoping that they might have Fairy in the back, as Galarian Stunfisk is weak against fighting. But you never know how people make their lineups. People are using crazy stuffs. So I take this Stunfisk out, and they have a Trevenant in the back, and I go straight for my Grass Knot, and for some reason they decide to shield it, and I don't know why. And I come in with my Charizard here. So that is why sometimes you just need to stay in the lead and try to read their team. They go straight for Shadow Ball. There was a good shield on my end. Yeah, I was just trying to stay in the lead and win the switch advantage and see their Pokemon, what they've got, and then align my lineup. So yeah, their entire backline was extremely weak against Charizard. Yeah, double Grass in the back, and I can easily go for my Blast Burn by shielding this. And they don't try to bait me, they go straight for Stone Edge. And I can easily reach my Blast Burn and finish this game. So GG's to my opponent. Yeah, so that's another win. And this is, yeah, that's another win. And another game we land into a Drapion. This is not Shadow, this is a normal variant. Yeah, I just, again, stay there. It's the same strategy, guys. Just take the damage. I don't care if it's super effective or double super effective, doesn't matter. I just soak the move into my Cresselia and then think. Calm your mind and think. These days, that is my strategy, because I only play like 1 or 2 sets in a day. So to bring this, and I had some crazy stuff going with my phone in there. As you can see, my display is a little bit broken, and I was in a slight disadvantage there because they had 2 or 3 extra fast moves, I guess more than that, and I had to shield there. So yeah, they double shield here. Yeah, I decided my Charizard to let go of my Charizard, and I think I come in here with yeah, Cresselia again. It's the same thing, just soak the damage. It's the same strategy, guys. Just soak the damage. Just eat the move into Cresselia and then come in with Ampharos and just finish the game. I still have 1 shield. This Brutal Swing. I only need 2 Brutal Swings to take this Cresselia out. Look at that. It's already into his 50% of health. Judging how bulky Cresselia is. And look at the damage from Shadow Ampharos. This Brutal Swing, and I think they might get to another move. Yeah, they will definitely get to another move. Well, yeah, they will get to another move, and I have a lot of energy. They're gone. Drapion is very low on health, and they have a Poliwrath in the back, and they try to catch it into their Drapion, and they couldn't. So this will one-shot Poliwrath. So this is another boom. So this is another victory. So you guys can also try this strategy, guys. Just soak the damage into your Cresselia. I don't care if it's super effective. Just, yeah. And save your shields for your Shadow Ampharos. So I go for Moonblast. I always like to go for Moonblast against these Charmers, hoping this will lower their attack and lower the charm damage. Again, I'm doing the same thing here. Taking all the charm damages and their charge move damages, whatever it might be, Psyshock or Moonblast itself, just soak it into my Cresselia and then swap. Yeah, again the same strategy. This time, yeah, so they come in with their Giratina, and Giratina was their best answer against my Charizard. I was a bit surprised because they had a Charmer up front. I was guessing someone like Swampert in the back because they had a Charmer up front. So that is why I kept some of my health in my Cresselia for a potential Grass Knot against the Swampert. Yeah. So I can tank this Dragon Claw if it's Dragon Claw. It is a Dragon Claw. And I reach to my Dragon Claw before they reach to their Dragon Claw. And they decide to shield it. And I go into my Cresselia, which was a little bit of silly play by me, I guess. Yeah, I can tank, yeah, but I need to throw the move. That is the point here. So I couldn't just farm down, so I don't know what I was thinking, but then I make some crazy mistakes all the time. That's what we'll do. We make mistakes and we learn. And they have a Greedent in the back, and I can tank one Body Slam for sure. So let's see if they decide to catch the Zap Cannon or not. And I reach to my Zap Cannon, and let's see if this can one-shot the Greedent. And it one-shots the Greedent. That's a boom. And I reached to my Grass Knot, but I could not. I swapped right away, and actually I should have come with my Charizard, but now I go with my Charizard, and just one wing attack takes their Charmer out, and that was another boom from Shadow Ampharos. It was getting so much fun using Shadow Ampharos, and this Cresselia, our Charizard, would definitely not like to see that thing. So they come in with their Giratina. Again, the same strategy here, just go for the Moonblast, try to grab some shield, and I was successful grabbing the shield, and now I have to take the damage here into my Cresselia and then bring in my Charizard. I would like my Charizard in front of this Giratina rather than against that Tapu Fini there. So Dragon Claw, Giratina. Let's see. This will. I just need 2 Dragon Claws if they don't decide to shield. I can obviously tank one, but they threw Ancient Power. Oh my god, they had Ancient Power. And my Charizard is gone, boom, just like that. Because that is double super effective against the Charizard. So I go right into my Moonblast. So I don't need to worry about that Tapu Fini because my Ampharos can handle that pretty well. So they shielded, and oh yeah, here's where I make a little bit of mistake here. Because I will reach to my Moonblast, no doubt about that. So if this is another, yeah, if this is surely another Dragon Claw, I can tank that and reach to, I throw my Moonblast. Now this match is so interesting. Only because of my one mistake, I lost this match. As you can see, they have Tapu Fini, it was in the lead. Now I decided to shield this. Now here's one thing. What I should have done here was I should have farmed a lot of energy here by shielding their next move. Now they had a Charmer in the back, and this was a very winnable game for me. I end up losing this game with 1 shield. So that's very unfortunate for me. I make a silly mistake there, but it happens, no problem guys. We couldn't boom there, oh no. So this is a Melmetal. Now if I swap right into my Charizard, they will definitely threaten me with a lot of rock slides. So I decide to still take some damage into my Cresselia. Yeah. So I count their moves. As soon as they're energy dry, then I go into my Charizard. Now they throw their rock slide, so this means they're energy dry, and I go into my Charizard. So even though they're energy dry, they could have reached to rock slide faster than Charizard reaches Blast Burn. Yeah. So they decided to swap anyway without taking a shield. I would have shielded the rock slide obviously. So I grab a shield from a Swampert, and they decide to go straight Hydro Cannon, and I have 2 Grass Knots, and Switch Clock is not up yet, so they decide to let their Swampert go. And this is a Venusaur in the back. Now this is a very tough match for me because both of my Pokemon cannot beat Venusaur. Absolutely. Venusaur hits like a truck with those Frenzy Plants, and Volt Switch don't do that much of damage against a Venusaur. The only good neutral move would be Brutal Swing, and they have Melmetal still in the back, and I made a mistake there by letting them farm a lot of Vine Rips there. So yeah, this is a Rock Slide. I decide to shield it, I guess. No, I don't shield it because Venusaur has a lot of energy. So I make two Brutal Swings and throw 1 here. If they don't shield it, this will definitely take them out. But they decide to shield it, and I go for next one before they reach to a potential superpower or something like that. And this will take them out, and I have a shield, and I think I tried to catch there in my Cresselia, and I was the switch timer was not up, and now I try to catch, but I failed, and yeah, I reach to my Brutal Swing and take this game away from my opponent. GG's to my opponent, good games. I managed to win that. Venusaur in the back is tough, especially when your Charizard is already out. So yeah, it was a Tapu Fini lead, yeah, right? And they swapped into their Scrafty again. I was a bit late here, so I decided to grab their shield and take some damage. Again, the same strategy, guys. So, and they decide to go for Power Up Punch, and now this should be a foul play, but doesn't matter. Yeah, they're playing along with my strategy here. So yeah, there's a Moonblast. This will take them incredibly low. And now I come in with my Charizard. So I can reach to Blast Burn no matter what here, and this will do a ton of damage against the Tapu Fini coming from a Shadow Charizard. Look at that. And if they decide to farm me down, then I can reach my Blast Burn, so they decide to throw. And I shield it. And I decide to take this Tapu Fini out. So Charizard is a Tapu Fini counter. See, and they have a Charizard, oh, not Charizard, Talonflame in the back. I reach my Dragon Claw here. They don't shield it, obviously, and yeah, this knocks me out. Again, the same strategy. Oh, I don't need to run the strategy here. Anyways, I catch their Brave Bird here. Yep, this is a Brave Bird. I catch their Brave Bird, and this game is already over, guys. Just 2 Volt Switches, and GG's to my opponent. I made a good catch there, but either ways, I would have already won that game. So, and this is Swampert lead. Happy to find this in the lead here. So, and I go straight into my grass knot. I was successful to grab a shield there. And they come in with their Valorant. So this lineup, everyone is running this lineup. I believe it's Swampert and Valorant and Charizard in the back, which is a very, very strong team. So I decided to take one Icicle Spear from them, and that was one Icicle Sprayer. And I shield the second one. And I farm a lot of energy, guys. Farm a whole bunch of energy, and now I go for Brutal Swing. And obviously they come in with their Swampert, and now I already knew they had a Charizard in the back. Yeah, they had a Charizard in the back. So I think I reached to next if they didn't throw here. So they had to throw, or else they might have to shield there. Yeah. So I come in with my Cresselia, obviously, and throw this Grass Knot right away. Let's see if they shield it. They do not shield it, and as expected, it was a Charizard in the back. Mine is Shadow, and they reach to their Blast Burn before me, but I don't think this will. Yeah, I shielded the Blast Burn. Everything was going under my way, so fine shield for me. And they shield my Dragon Claw, so it's over. I will win the CMB, of course. So Blast Burn will take them out. Almost. And yeah, this is a Blast Burn by them now. And 1 or 2 Psycho Cuts will do it. GG's to my opponent. We land into another Charmer. So here's again what I like to do. Go for Moonblast, hoping to lower their Charm attack. And soak all the damage into my Cresselia. Take all their damage to my Cresselia. Here, now they'll reach to their attack here. Let's see if they decide to shield. And they don't decide to shield it. But this is more likely a Moonblast here. Yes. Now I go into my Charizard, as always. So they bring in their Poliwrath. This Blast Burn is going to do a lot of damage if they don't decide to shield it. And they don't shield it, as always. And this, I guess this is a Scald, and I shield it. So yeah, if it was an Ice Punch, and if I shielded it, I should straight go for Dragon Claw. Now they bring in their own Charizard. And they decide not to eat the Blast Burn and shield that, so I couldn't reach to my next Blast Burn. I knew it, so I went for a Dragon Claw. And this will put them quite low. And again, here's the same strategy. Soak all the damage into your Cresselia. The Dragon Claw will knock my Cresselia out, and I can come in with my Ampharos. And that is not a Blast Burn at all. Oh, that is actually a Blast Burn. Oh, so yeah. Sometimes I cannot. And they had, oh, they again bring in their, yeah. So good game. GG's to my opponent. So moving on to, oh, okay, so there was a 4-1. I guess that was the end of the video. And hope you liked Shadow Ampharos' showcase in this video. You guys can run this thing too, and please comment and subscribe. And most importantly, thank you so much for the 100 subscribers, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll bring more videos in weekly basis. Thank you so much. Keep subscribing and sharing, guys. Thank you.